Listen to me carefully. There's a moment in life where you either wake up and take control, or you keep lying to yourself until you become a ghost of what you could have been. Right now, yes. Right now you are standing at a crossroad. On one side is action, discipline, courage. On the other side is comfort, excuses, mediocrity. And I'm telling you this as brutally as I can. If you don't act now, you will fail. People love sugar-coated lies. They love to be told that everything will work out, that life is fair, that time will magically fix everything. That's the biggest scam you've been sold. Life doesn't reward the people who sit still. It rewards the people who act, who move, who refuse to wait. When you wake up every morning, you are in a fight. A fight against time, against weakness, against fear, against your old self. And every single day you choose whether you win that fight or you lose it. If you lose enough days, you lose your life. Most people don't fail because they don't have opportunities. They fail because they don't have the courage to seize them. They fail because fear whispers in their ear and they listen. They fail because they want guarantees, safety nets, and perfect conditions before they start. Let me tell you something, perfect conditions don't exist. You either act in chaos or you don't act at all. You want a better life, then stop waiting for one, go build it. You want more money, stop complaining about the economy and start working. You want respect, stop talking about it and start doing things that earn respect. Every excuse you have is just a delay to your success, and every delay is another nail in the coffin of your potential. The cost of comfort is a killer. Comfort feels good, it feels safe, but it's poison. Comfort is the silent thief that takes away your ambition one lazy morning at a time. Comfort makes you settle for a job you hate, for a life you resent, for a body you're embarrassed of. Do you know why comfort is dangerous? Because it doesn't destroy you overnight. It destroys you slowly, day by day. You get a little weaker, a little softer, a little more afraid, and then one day you wake up. 10 years have passed, and you barely recognize yourself. Ask yourself right now, if you keep living exactly the way you are living today, where will you be in 5 years? Will you be proud of that person, or will you look back with regret? People think failure is some big dramatic event. It's not. Failure is small daily decisions, skipping the gym today, wasting another hour scrolling on your phone, saying I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow becomes next week becomes next year, and next year becomes never. If you don't act now, you will fail by default, not because life is cruel, but because you refuse to fight. Most people are trapped in the prison of I'll do it later. They live their entire lives postponing their dreams, their goals, their potential, thinking that one day they'll feel ready, one day they'll have enough time, one day they'll be brave enough to finally move. But that day never comes. Waiting is a disease, and it is the silent killer of dreams. Every time you say, I'll start tomorrow, you teach your mind that it's okay to delay your own greatness. You normalize procrastination, and eventually it becomes who you are. That's why people wake up at 30, 40, 50 years old, filled with regret, wondering where all the time went. The answer is simple: they waited too long. You think you have time, but you don't. Time is your most precious currency, and every second you waste, you never get back. Look around you. Most of the people you know will never do anything remarkable with their lives. Not because they aren't capable, but because they are waiting for the right time. They are waiting for inspiration, waiting for luck, waiting for permission. And while they wait, someone else is out there taking action, building something, living the life they want. Life doesn't reward the person who waits. It rewards the person who moves even when conditions aren't perfect. Waiting is just fear disguised as patience. You wait because you're scared of failing, scared of what people will say, scared of stepping outside your comfort zone. But fear will never leave you. You can't wait for fear to disappear before you act. You have to act in spite of fear. You have to move first, then let the courage catch up later. The brutal truth is that every day you delay, the harder it becomes to start. Momentum is everything, If you take one small action today, you create momentum, and momentum creates progress. But if you stay still, you sink deeper into inaction until you're drowning in your own excuses. You will never feel perfectly ready, you will never have all the answers, you will never have a flawless plan, but you must start anyway. When you die, your excuses will die with you, your dreams will be buried with you. And no one will care why you didn't do it. They will only remember what you did or didn't do. So stop waiting, stop pretending you have forever. Act now before time runs out. If you wait too long, life won't just pass you by, it will leave you behind. Comfort feels good, but it is slowly destroying you. Comfort is the most dangerous addiction in the world because it doesn't look like poison. It feels warm, safe, and easy, but it is the very reason you stay broke, stay weak, stay average. Comfort is the enemy of greatness. Every time you choose comfort, you choose to stay exactly where you are. You choose to reject growth, to reject risk, to reject the future version of yourself that is waiting on the other side of pain. People don't understand that comfort is not neutral, it's moving you backward. The world is evolving every day. Opportunities are being taken every second, and while you're sitting there relaxing, someone else is grinding, someone else is building, someone else is getting ahead. Comfort costs you far more than discomfort ever will. You have to stop seeing discomfort as something to avoid. Discomfort is a signal that you are growing, that you are pushing your limits, that you are on the right path. Every breakthrough in life happens when you are uncomfortable. The body you want is on the other side of painful workouts. The money you want is on the other side of late nights and early mornings. The confidence you want is on the other side of risking embarrassment and rejection. Comfort keeps you stuck because it whispers, "You can do it tomorrow. Take it easy. Don't stress." And the more you listen to that voice, the weaker you become. Comfort doesn't destroy you in one day. It kills you slowly like rust on metal. One skipped workout turns into two, one wasted hour turns into a habit, one lazy weekend turns into a lazy life. Comfort teaches you to settle for a job you hate. Settle for a body you despise. Settle for relationships that drain you. And the longer you stay comfortable, the harder it becomes to escape because you forget what it feels like to push yourself. You have to make discomfort your new home. Learn to love the grind, the struggle, the process. Learn to seek out the pain that forces you to evolve. Comfort will never give you what you want, but discipline will. Sacrifice will. Pain will. Every time you feel yourself being pulled toward comfort, remember this. Comfort is killing the future you. One day, you will pay the price for comfort. You will pay it in regret, in missed opportunities, in the pain of knowing you could have been more. Or you can pay the price of discipline today, the price of pushing yourself beyond what feels easy, and in return, you get the life you actually want. Choose wisely, because comfort is a slow death, and the clock is ticking. Fear is the biggest liar you'll ever meet. It whispers in your ear, making every problem seem 10 times bigger than it really is. It convinces you that taking action will destroy you, that you're not ready, that you're not good enough. But here's the truth. Fear is not there to stop you, it's there to test you. Fear is a signal that you're standing in front of something important. If you weren't meant to do it, you wouldn't feel scared about it. Most people let fear run their lives, and they don't even realize it. They stay in jobs they hate because they're afraid of starting over. They stay in toxic relationships because they're afraid of being alone. They never chase their dreams because they're afraid to fail. And yet, what they don't realize is that fear is already stealing their life. The very thing you are afraid of is the thing you need to do most. Fear creates fake scenarios that don't even exist. You worry about what people will think, as if their opinion will pay your bills. You worry about failing as if failure is the end, when in reality, failure is just feedback, just a lesson that makes you sharper and stronger. Fear lies to you because it wants to keep you safe, and safe means small. Safe means you never take risks, you never grow, you never see what you're really capable of. The secret is not to wait until fear disappears, it never will. The secret is to move anyway. Fear will always be there, but if you act, it loses its power. The first time you face it, it feels huge. The second time, it feels smaller. By the 10th time, it barely exists. Courage is not the absence of fear, it's moving forward while fear screams at you to stop. Fear has two outcomes. It can paralyze you or it can fuel you. The difference is what you choose to do with it. You can sit back and let it control you, or you can use it as a compass and run straight toward it. The life you want, the version of yourself you dream about, is hiding right behind the thing you are most afraid of doing. Stop letting fear make your decisions for you. Stop living a life designed to avoid risk and pain. Fear is lying to you when it tells you that playing safe is the better choice. Safe will cost you your future. Safe will cost you your dreams. The only way to beat fear is to face it, to prove it wrong, to act in spite of it. Do that enough times and fear becomes your greatest weapon instead of your greatest enemy. Motivation is a lie. It comes and goes like the weather, and if you rely on it, you'll never accomplish anything worthwhile. Some days you'll wake up excited and ready to go, but most days you won't. That's why most people quit. They start when it feels good, and the moment it feels hard, they stop. This is why discipline matters more than motivation. Discipline is doing what you said you were going to do long after the mood you set it in has left. Motivation is a spark, but discipline is the fire that never goes out. Discipline is what drags you out of bed when you'd rather stay comfortable. Discipline is what makes you show up when nobody is watching, when no one is clapping, when no one is giving you recognition. Discipline is what separates winners from losers, because winners do it regardless of how they feel. People who rely on motivation are emotional. They wait for the perfect song, the perfect speech, the perfect mood before they take action. But life doesn't wait for you to feel good. Success doesn't wait for you to be in the right mindset. If you want results, you must train yourself to act regardless of how you feel. You must learn to become a machine. Tired, work anyway. Sad, work anyway. Not in the mood, work anyway. Discipline builds character. Every time you do something hard when you don't feel like it, you teach your brain that you're in control, not your emotions. That's how confidence is built, not through words, but through repeated proof that you can rely on yourself. Confidence doesn't come from watching motivational videos. It comes from putting in the work day after day until the results speak for you. Discipline is freedom. The more disciplined you are now, the freer you become later. If you discipline yourself with your money, you earn financial freedom. If you discipline yourself with your body, you earn health and energy. If you discipline yourself with your time, you earn control over your life. Without discipline, you are a slave to your moods, your cravings, your laziness. You don't need more motivation, you need to become the kind of person who acts regardless of motivation. The gym must become non-negotiable. The grind must become automatic. Your goals must be your duty, not your hobby. The day you stop waiting to feel like it is the day you start winning. Discipline is not punishment, it is a gift. It is the price of admission to a better life. You can either suffer the short-term pain of discipline or the lifelong pain of regret. One pain weighs ounces, the other weighs tons. Choose the lighter pain now, so you never have to carry the heavy one later. Regret is the heaviest weight a human being can carry. It doesn't crush you all at once, it builds slowly, quietly, year after year, until one day it hits you all at once, and you realize you wasted the one life you were given. The truth is harsh, but it's simple. If you don't act now, regret will own you. Every opportunity you ignore, every chance you don't take, every dream you leave on the shelf will come back to haunt you. The pain of discipline lasts minutes. The pain of regret lasts a lifetime. You have to understand that time is not waiting for you. Opportunities expire, people move on, your body ages, your energy fades. There is no pause button, no rewind. Every day you sit still, you are falling behind, and one day you will look back and wish you had started today. You'll wish you had been braver, bolder, more committed. You'll wish you had taken the leap, made the call, written the book, launched the business, said yes to the challenge. People like to believe that regret comes from failure, but it doesn't. Failure teaches you, failure grows you, failure moves you forward. Regret comes from never trying. Regret is the voice that says, you could have been more, but you weren't. And that voice never goes away. It follows you into old age, into quiet moments when you are alone with your thoughts, and it reminds you of every dream you killed by doing nothing. You don't need to have the perfect plan. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to move. Action creates clarity. Action creates momentum. You'll figure it out along the way, but only if you start. The biggest tragedy is not failing. The biggest tragedy is being too afraid to even try. One day, you will run out of time. The question is, when that day comes, will you be proud of the life you lived, or will you be filled with regret? You get to decide that today. Every small action you take is a step toward a future you will be proud of. Every excuse you make is a step toward a future you will resent. This is why you must act now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when things are perfect. Act now when it's hard, when it's uncomfortable, when you're scared. Because that is when it matters most. That is when your decisions shape your destiny. Do something today that your future self will thank you for, because if you don't, you'll spend your life wishing you had. This is the moment where you decide who you are going to be. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Life has given you everything you need to win, but it will not hand victory to you. You must take it. You must grab it with both hands and refuse to let go. Waiting will not save you. Comfort will not save you. Fear will not save you. Only action will save you. Understand this. You are not entitled to success. The world does not owe you happiness, money, health, or respect. If you want those things, you must earn them. That means you must act even when you are tired. You must act even when you are scared. You must act even when no one believes in you. The world respects action. Takers, not excuse. Makers. You are either building the life you want, or you are watching someone else live it. Every single day, you are faced with a choice: act or fail. And most people fail, not because they are weak, but because they never start. They never take the first step. They waste years waiting for the right moment, and by the time they finally realize that moment doesn't exist, it's too late. Don't let that be you. Don't let your dreams die because you were too scared to act. Your fear will always be there. It's not going away. But that fear is a compass. It's pointing you directly toward the things that will change your life. If it scares you, do it. If it makes you uncomfortable, do it. If it challenges you, do it. Growth only happens when you step outside the bubble of safety and into the unknown. Discipline is what will keep you going when motivation fades. And motivation will fade. There will be mornings when you don't want to get up, nights when you want to quit, days when everything feels impossible. That's when discipline steps in. That's when you prove to yourself that you are not weak, that you are not a victim, that you are in control. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you win. You may not see the reward immediately, but one day the results will be undeniable. And when that day comes, you will be grateful that you acted. You will be proud that you didn't wait, that you didn't give in, that you didn't let fear control you. You will look back and realize that every painful step was worth it. But that future only exists if you act now. You cannot keep living like you have unlimited time. You don't. You have one life, one shot, one chance to do something extraordinary. This is it. So get up. Stop waiting. Stop talking. Stop doubting. Start moving. Start building. Start becoming the person you are meant to be. You have everything to gain and everything to lose. Act or fail. The choice is yours.